Hi there, happy Friday. Hope you've had a good week. I'm pre-recording this video because I'm actually busy this Friday morning. That's why I'm wearing a jumper, because it's actually Wednesday afternoon. It's been tipping it down all day and it's actually cool enough to wear a lightweight jumper. So if it's really hot and sunny on Friday, then you'll understand why I don't look like I'm dressed appropriately. But I thought this week we would talk a bit about colour, because colour is something we haven't really talked about much recently. And there's been a couple of new members into the group who have said they'd like to know a bit more about colour. Now, as you know, I can talk a lot on these subjects. So I thought I'd probably do 2 or 3 different separate videos just to break it down so I'm not going on too much. The first one, I thought I'd talk about colour analysis, why people find colour analysis so beneficial, how it can help you, and hopefully I'll be able to squeeze in a little bit about how it works as well. And then next time we'll talk about the different colouring types. So first of all, why wear colours that suit you? Well, it's kind of, why wouldn't you want to wear colours that suit you? When we wear colours that suit us, we look healthier, we look more energized. If you've ever been feeling quite good about yourself and worn a top that you really like, but it's perhaps not your best color, and people have said to you, "Are you okay? You're not feeling too well," then you might be able to relate to this. On the other end of that spectrum, it could be that you're not feeling great about yourself, but you put on colour that actually really suits you, and people are saying to you, "Oh, you look well, have you been on holiday, have you had your hair done?" And it can just be something as simple as the colour that you're wearing that is making all this difference to how people think you look, and also a huge difference to how we feel about ourselves. That is more important, isn't it, really? When we catch a glimpse of ourselves and we're wearing something that really suits us, it can really help to sort of lift our spirits and give us a bit more of a positive start to the day and give us more confidence as well. I really believe that wearing things that suit you can really give you a confidence boost. They certainly do for me, because I am not the most confident person. I'm really quite shy and introverted, but wearing clothes that suit me really does help me to helps me a bit with my confidence. So why wouldn't you want to? That's first of all. Secondly, when you wear your colours, wear your best colours, the reason it makes you look so much better is because it actually, when you wear a colour that's a great colour on you, the light is reflected up off that colour, and it can really help to sort of make the whites of your eyes look whiter. It can bring out the colour of your eyes. It can make colours look more make your eyes look more defined. It can help to give your skin a healthier glow. Like I say, it just makes you look healthier and more energized. Colours that don't look so good, when the light's reflected off those, they can cast sort of dark shadows, they can drain you, they can overwhelm you, they can make you look tired. So there really is a big difference between wearing colours that suit you and colours that don't. So I'm just going to show you an example, but I haven't got my colours out, which is really silly of me, isn't it? Let me just see if I can find one. Okay, there we go, let's have a look at this. So this top is one of my best colours. I need a lot of contrast in my appearance, so the contrast between the black and the this sort of bright blue really works very well for me. If I were to put myself in more muted colours, they don't do the same for me at all. Hopefully you can see that, especially this sort of peachy colour is not doing an awful lot for me. It's kind of making me a little bit yellow. Another good example would be if I were to put some warm colours on, because my colouring type is cool, clear and deep. So I've shown you the sort of the opposite of clear, which is muted, with those muted colours. These are warm colours. So this again is the opposite of my colouring. So I've got this mustard yellow, which does nothing for me. Again, with sort of corally pink, this moss green, none of these colours do an awful lot for me. Compare that with the cool palette, that is so much better on me. It really works well with my skin tone and the contrast I have in my look as well. So yeah, colours can have a huge effect on the way that we feel about ourselves and the way that we look as well. Knowing your best colours can also help you to create a really flexible, versatile, cohesive wardrobe. When we do your colours, you'll get a palette of colours. You'll get anything between 30 colours, which we've got here. This is the light palette, so hopefully you can see that okay. This is the light dominant palette. You get 30 colours, or you might get even up to 48 colours in total. So there are a couple of gaps in this palette, as you can see here. We've filled those with extra colours. So for example, if this person was light, warm and clear, they'd get these extra colours. These are light and warm colours, warm and clear colours. And then we've also started doing an extra strip of colours, depending on whether you're a warmer colouring type or a cooler colouring type. So these are the warm colours that you could also add to that palette. So you've got gold there, which is a very warm colour, sand, spice, I think this is called olive something, I can't read it, ocean, and mango. So extra colours there. So you can get up to 48 colours in your palette. So it would be sort of all of those, and then added colours here as well, just to give you more options. But when you have your colours done, I am certainly not recommending that you go out and start trying to buy colours, clothes in all of those different colours, because the problem you'll have if you do that, if you try and fill your wardrobe with anything from 30 to 48 different colours, you're not going to have a wardrobe that is flexible and versatile and works well, because you've got too many colours. So when we do your colours, we look at your very best neutrals from that palette. All of those colours will suit you. If you were light, warm and clear, all of those colours would suit you, but some are going to suit you a lot more than others. So we'd look at your very best neutrals. We pick 2 or 3 neutrals. I usually like to get a darker neutral for your autumn winter wardrobe, and a lighter one for spring summer, and then maybe an extra one as well that you can wear. And then anything between sort of 4 and 6 accent colours that will work with those neutral colours. And so you've got quite a small group of colours there, but that makes shopping easier. It makes putting outfits together easier. It makes getting dressed easier. When you go shopping, having your colours done to begin with is going to give you, you're going to stop with the scattergun approach to shopping, just going out and just buying whatever you like the look of. You're going to have a much more focused approach to shopping. But when you've narrowed it down to this handful of colours, of your very, very best colours, then yes, it doesn't give you as many options when you're shopping, but that's actually a good thing. You're saving money, but you're also buying items that are all going to work well together in your wardrobe. You're going to be able to create more outfits from fewer number of clothes, because they're all going to work well together. You're going to be able to mix and match your clothes. So you're going to find shopping easier. You're going to find putting outfits together easier, because everything works with each other. And therefore that makes getting dressed in the morning a lot easier, a lot more fun, a lot more enjoyable. It takes you less time, it takes far less energy. You don't have that 20 minutes standing in front of the wardrobe stressing about what am I going to wear today, because you know that you've got all sorts of different options and lots of things will go well together. The thing to remember is that your wardrobe isn't just the clothes hanging in your wardrobe or in your folded up in your drawer. It also includes your shoes, it includes your bags, your belts, your scarves, your jewelry. It includes everything. So if you have a dress in your wardrobe, say for example, I've got a dress in my wardrobe and it's got this bright blue and black and hot pink in it, which is three of my colours. But I haven't worked on the accessory side and the shoe side, and all I've got is tan, brown, shoes and boots, bags, those sorts of things, I don't know, olive green scarves. I don't have an outfit then, because I can't put things together like that. So when you have your colours done, rather than rushing out and buying all these, lots of different colours and, really sort of still not having a very focused approach, focus on this handful of colours that are your best colours. But first thing to do really is to edit your wardrobe. So go to your wardrobe, get rid of anything that really, really, really isn't in your palette, really doesn't suit you. So for example, like I say, if I had a load of tan stuff in there, it's really not my colour, I'd have to be getting rid of that, because A, it's not going to work well with any of my colours. B, chances are I'm not wearing those anyway, because a lot of the time, you know, you'll have, if before you've had your colours done, if you've got things in your wardrobe that just don't work for you, every time you put it on, you'll be thinking, there's something wrong with this, and you'll just be taking it off and chucking it back in the wardrobe anyway. So chances are those things aren't really getting worn. So you get rid of those things. Then you'll find you'll have gaps in the wardrobe. So this example again, say I just had a load of tan and khaki green trousers in my wardrobe, I would have got rid of those. I'll then find I've got a gap, I've got no trousers. So I start filling those gaps. See, again, a more focused approach to shopping. Not only am I focused on the colours, I'm focused on what I need in my wardrobe. So I'd be looking for, you know, grey, dark navy, black, those sorts of neutrals for my wardrobe, which would then work well with the blues and the pinks and the cooler colours that I've got in my wardrobe. So yeah, so building your wardrobe becomes easier. Shopping becomes easier, but like I say, when you first have your colours done, the idea is you get rid of the things that really aren't working for you. You then start filling those gaps, and then over time you'll find that you start to build this wardrobe. And it doesn't, when I say eventually, it doesn't have to take that long, but you'll start to build this wardrobe where actually things really start to come together, everything starts to work well together, and you find that your wardrobe is a lot easier to work with and a lot less stressful in the mornings. And yeah, it suddenly becomes far more enjoyable, and you've suddenly got lots of different outfits to wear. So that's just a little bit about sort of the benefits of colour analysis. And I think I'll stop there. I was going to go into sort of how it works. I've touched on, you know, the fact that colours that work for you really well will enhance your colouring, and those that won't. But I'll talk a little bit more another time about the actual process of colour analysis and how that works and the different colouring types. So yeah, I hope that's been useful, and I hope you have a great weekend, whatever you're doing, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.